What if the secret to a longer, healthier life wasn't some huge overhaul, but a bunch of simple, daily habits? What if the key to adding life to your years, not just years to your life, is already within your reach? We're in the middle of a health revolution. It is a shift away from just focusing on lifespan, how long you live, to health you spend. How many of those years are spent feeling vibrant, active, and well? We've gathered powerful advice from leading doctors and trainers, and they're about to share the simple habits that can extend your healthy years. In the next few minutes, you get expert-backed tips to help you feel the best you've ever felt. For decades, medicine focused on getting us back to normal after an illness. But what if normal isn't the real goal? Dr. Shaifrachi, an associate professor and researcher in hyperbaric medicine, challenges that very idea. His work flips the script from reactive care to proactive health. It's not about it's about reversing decline, the best part. The power to do this is found in small, repeatable behaviors that, when you put them together, make a massive difference in your health. So, forget the all or nothing approach. Today, we're giving you the blueprint. The new mindset, trained for longevity, not just looks. The biggest shift starts with your mindset. The goal is no longer just about looking good. It's about building what experts call metabolic armor. The idea is that strong, healthy muscle is one of your best assets for a long and healthy life. Fitness trends for 2026 are all pointing towards longevity training. This isn't about punishing yourself with no pain, no gain workouts. It's about smart, sustainable movement that will keep you strong and independent well into your 80s and beyond. For example, many trainers now champion low-impact strength training, especially for women over 40. The focus is on critical markers of longevity: bone density, balance, and grip strength. These aren't just numbers. They're direct predictors of your future quality of life. The new model, backed by a growing body of research, is a kind of hybrid athlete approach. This means doing resistance training 3 to 4 days a week to build and keep that vital muscle mass. The other key piece is getting 150 to 200 minutes of Zone 2 cardio each week. So, what is Zone 2? It's low intensity cardio. Think a brisk walk, a light jog, or cycling where you can still hold a conversation. This type of exercise is fantastic at improving how your mitochondria work. Think of mitochondria as the tiny power plants in your cells. The better they function, the more energy your body produces, which lowers your risk for a whole host of age-related diseases. The first step is to reframe your relationship with exercise. You're not just training for today. You're building a more resilient body for all your tomorrows. The goal is to be strong at 80. Not just look good at 30, the unskippable foundation: master your sleep. If one pillar underpins every single aspect of your health, it's sleep. Dr. Joseph Maroon, a neurosurgeon and Ironman triathlete, emphasizes that quality sleep is the foundation for everything: brain health, metabolism, immune function, and your mood. People are finally starting to grasp its importance. But just saying get more sleep doesn't cut it. The world's top experts focus on sleep hygiene, the rituals, and environment that set you up for success. First, create a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up around the same time every day, even on weekends. This reinforces your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. Next, you need a wind-down routine. For 30 to 45 minutes before bed, signal to your body that it's time to rest. That means no screens. The blue light from phones and TVs messes with the production of melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. Instead, dim the lights and try reading a physical book, listening to calm music, or doing some light stretching. A powerful technique is a mental walk, where you close your eyes and visualize a familiar route in detail. It's a simple way to quiet racing thoughts. Your environment is also key. Your bedroom should be cool, dark, and quiet. Most experts and organizations like the Sleep Foundation recommend a temperature between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. If you have trouble falling asleep, a technique from cognitive behavioral therapy is to get out of bed if you're still awake after 20 minutes. Do something boring and low light until you feel tired, then try again. This helps your brain associate your bed with sleep and intimacy. Only so, don't work, eat, or watch TV in bed. Mastering your sleep isn't a luxury. It's a non-negotiable for a long, healthy life. We're covering some dense, science-backed info here, and if you're finding it valuable, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're always diving into the research to bring you actionable health advice that cuts through the noise. And I have a question. Which of these habits are you most excited to start? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Now, let's get back to the tips. Eat like an expert. Food as medicine. For years, nutrition advice has been all about what to cut out. The world's leading experts are flipping that script. The new way of thinking is about nourishment and what you can add. It's about food as medicine, a concept that's gaining huge traction. A well-researched approach that dominates the conversation is the Mediterranean diet. It consists of mostly fruits, vegetables, healthy fats like olive oil, and lean proteins like fish. With very little red meat. Dr. Joe Safmaroon, who is in his 80s and still competes in triathlons, largely credits his health span to this way of eating. This diet is powerfully anti-inflammatory, and we know that chronic inflammation is a key driver of aging and disease. Another key principle is muscle-centric eating. Dr. Gabriel Lyon, a physician who specializes in muscle-centric medicine, argues that building and maintaining muscle is central to longevity. To do that, you need to prioritize protein. A simple rule is to aim for a good portion of protein with each meal. This doesn't mean you have to give up on plants, either. A study in JAMA Internal Medicine found that higher plant protein intake was linked to a lower risk of death from all causes. The key is to choose whole nutrient-dense foods over processed ones. Think about adding to your plate, not just taking away. Add one more serving of leafy greens, add a handful of nuts, or swap one sugary drink for a glass of water. Small, consistent additions like these can have a profound impact over time. Stress-proof your brain, purpose, and connection. You can have the perfect diet and exercise plan, but if your mind is constantly stressed, you're undermining all your hard work. Chronic stress is tied to poor sleep, anxiety, and heart problems. Dr. Afradi notes that a strong sense of purpose is one of the most powerful predictors of longevity. This is more than just being happy. It's about having a reason to get up in the morning. So, how do you build that? Dr. Maroon recommends a simple exercise: balancing your priorities. He suggests spending equal time on 4 key areas: work, family and social life, spirituality, and physical health. This balance helps prevent the kind of one-dimensional focus that leads to burnout. Beyond a sense of purpose, simple stress management is crucial. Practices like spending time in nature, regular movement, and even practicing kindness have been shown to improve mental well-being. Another powerful tool is social connection. In our disconnected world, loneliness is becoming a public health crisis, but research shows strong social bonds reduce the risk of chronic disease. Make it a point to schedule social time just like you would a workout, a phone call, a shared meal, or a group fitness class. Finally, experts are now talking about nervous system hygiene. This involves practices that help regulate your body's stress response. Simple breath work, where you intentionally slow down your breathing, can have an immediate calming effect. These aren't just nice-to-have extras. They're essential maintenance for your brain, protecting you from the damaging effects of a high-stress world. So, there you have it. A blueprint from some of the world's best. It's not about radical, punishing changes. It's about simple, intelligent, daily habits. Shifting your mindset to train for longevity, not just for looks. Mastering the non-negotiable foundation of sleep. Using food as medicine to nourish your body. And actively managing your mental health through purpose and connection. This isn't about finding a magic pill. A recent study found that making small combined tweaks like getting just 5 extra minutes of sleep, 2 extra minutes of brisk walking, and adding half a serving of vegetables a day could add a year to your life if you have the unhealthiest habits. It's the small, consistent steps that lead to profound, lasting change. The power to extend your healthy years and to live a truly vibrant life for as long as possible is in your hands. It starts not tomorrow, but with the very next choice you make.